Costa Rica has some of the most unique animals you'll ever see. With over 25% of land dedicated to conservation, animals and plant species can thrive in these protected areas. Join us as we adventure through parts of Costa Rica and let's see what we can find. The first animal that really stood out to me was definitely the poison dart frogs. These little guys have enough poison in their skin that can cause serious swelling and even paralysis if touched. We were lucky enough to see this male dart frog carrying the baby tadpole on its back up to a special flower called a bromeliad. To see this process, I'll leave a link below. Another animal we saw, and probably the most famous animal of Costa Rica, was the sloth. Not the most exciting animal out there, but definitely shares the chilled out vibes of the Costa Rican people. I personally found the white-faced monkeys to be more entertaining. These animals are really active throughout the rainforest and are considered to be the most intelligent New World monkeys. In some areas, these monkeys are not afraid of humans, as you can see. Another animal here is the green sea turtle. I was told if you go out on a very dark night, you may be able to see green sea turtles come out of the water to lay their eggs. In just 20 minutes of walking on the beach, we saw 2 Pacific green turtles crawl out of the ocean onto the sandy beach of Playa Hermosa. This will be the only time this animal comes out of the ocean. Once this turtle finds a protected spot, it will lay 60 to 100 eggs after hours of digging. Only 1 in 1,000 baby turtles will make it to adulthood. Most of the eggs never hatch due to predators, but it must have been our lucky night because we saw 3 baby turtles make it safely to the ocean. As I mentioned earlier, 25% of Costa Rica is dedicated to conservation, which is highlighted in green. It is important that all the wildlife have the ability to move freely through the regions. Costa Rica has made sure that there are many biological corridors that connect these regions. Here to help us understand what a biological corridor is wildlife expert Adrian Saborio. Why is a biological corridor so important?
Okay, biological corridors here in Costa Rica are really important because a long time ago we used to have just like big islands of conservation. Costa Rica has more than 60 protected areas in our country, but as I was telling you, 50, 20 years ago, all of them were really fragmented, really apart from each other. So the idea of the biological corridors is to give connectivity to all these protected areas so all the animals can freely fly and cross from one protected area to another with no problem. So the idea is to involve the private properties and the people into protecting their own properties to give this connectivity because the protected areas are still there and it's really hard to give them or make them bigger and bigger. So we're involving the people to transform their properties into protected areas or forests that were there before to give all this connectivity again.
It truly is amazing to see how the Costa Rican people live in unity with nature. In celebration of Earth Day, it's a good reminder for everyone to do their part to protect our planet.